Welcome to Secrets to Alignment with Savannah Schaffer. I am here to equip you with the belief and energy to make your dreams a reality. Take this time to fill your cup and align with the most vibrant version of you.
Girl is back and I am so freaking happy. Guys, I lost my voice for multiple days and it has made me so grateful for even having a voice and being able to be heard by every single person listening to this podcast. So thank you for being here. I appreciate you so much, and sorry if I sound still a little rusty, but I am so pumped to put out this podcast. I have been enjoying podcasting so much. I feel like I am in such a good flow right now. I feel like I'm in a good flow with my mommy life, my business, my man, like just my entire relationship. I feel like I am just in such a flow right now. And I think a big reason is because I've had so much support from you guys as well, and just so much love and you guys sharing your takeaways. I really just need to say thank you so freaking much. Like every single person that reaches out to me and says like, hey, this podcast really helped me with this, or you leave a review and it's actually like you sitting there and thinking it out and expressing how you feel, like it makes my heart, it makes my day, it makes my week. I am so grateful, and I just hope that you know that I just really appreciate you. And thank you for deciding to go on this journey with me. Like there are thousands of podcasts out there. There are thousands of people that you guys could be listening to, and you make the decision to press play on my podcast. So I just love you. Thank you. Thank you. I feel so giddy and just like, somebody mentioned that like they feel like I'm in my inner child era, and I just totally agree with that so much. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, it makes me emotional because as a kid, like I just wanted to share my gifts with everyone. Like I remember being 6 years old up in my bedroom, and my parents would throw like parties for football games and like the holidays and whatever. And I would literally tell everybody like, come up into my room. I'm going to put on a presentation, or I'm going to have a concert, or I'm going to do a dance party in my room. So like come up and hang out with me at 8 p.m. And like, I just have always been someone who wants to share, I guess, my energy with others, and for you guys to be like receiving it as well as you are, I am beaming right now with so much joy and so much fulfillment and just appreciation. So I thank you so much, and I just hope that this is making a difference in your life. And again, if there are certain topics that you guys want me to talk on, like I am here for you. I am here to put out content for you. So if there are certain things that are like going on in your life right now that you're like, hey, I'm dealing with this kind of situation and I need your help, I want to be sharing like tips and tricks and just helping you with where you're at. Like I want this to be a resource for you guys, and I want to just bring some more light and energy into your life. So yeah, okay, all right, let's get into this episode. So this is your sign, baby. This is your sign. I am here to be the person to say, get after it. Get after it right now, okay? If you have been waiting on something to happen for you, or you've been contemplating a decision and you are just on the fence about whatever is going on and you're just not taking action, I want this to be your sign, because in my world, I believe that we are all so individually unique and we bring so much to this world. And I truly believe that you are doing yourself and the people around you a disservice by not being the most vibrant freaking version of you, by not living in your purpose and showing up authentically. So stop hiding behind your doubts and your worries and your fears and thinking of all of the what ifs and what if this doesn't happen and how is it all going to work out, and just decide that if it feels right inside, if inside you feel connected and you feel excited and there's this little piece of you that is like, man, this could actually go somewhere. Oh my gosh, like what if it turns out to be really, really good? I want you to follow that, because your logical side of your brain is always going to come into play and it's always going to be like, hey, but make sure you do this first, or make sure you've got it all planned out, or whatever. And it's going to give you all these reasons to not take action because it wants to keep you safe. It wants to keep you in your comfort zone. But I am here to tell you, get the out of your comfort zone. Okay, sis? Like, you deserve to be living a life of so much abundance and so much freedom. And if this is just the sign to like go book that trip, or maybe it's a sign to like end that damn relationship that is not serving you, like whatever that you have been sitting on and just waiting to have some clarity on, let this be your sign. Or at least let this be the sign to go take a second for yourself and get clarity on journaling or meditating on it or whatever. But like, just do something, because the thing is like, if you're not taking action, you are literally staying in the same place. And I will not allow that for you, babe. I'm not going to allow it. I want you to be amazing. I want you to be fantastic and abundant and wealthy and rich and freaking the vibe. So start stepping out and start being you. Stop living your life for other people. Fuck the opinions of everybody else. Please, just like live for you. Start deciding that this is your freaking year. This is your time, because you can sit there and you can watch all these other people on social media. You can watch me and be like, oh my gosh, Savannah is taking action and she's having so much success right now and all of these things. Or you can just decide, oh my gosh, if that girl can do it, I can do it too. And I want to be the person in the driver's seat of my life. I don't want to be the girl in the back seat that's scared and worrisome or whatever. No, you need to sit into the driver's seat and you need to decide where you are taking your life. You need to take control on where are you headed? Where are you going? We all bring something to the table. We all have unique skills, unique interests and hobbies and whatever. And maybe this is just your sign to like go to the freaking yoga classes. By you waiting on whatever it is that you're waiting for, or that perfect moment or the best timing and whatever, you have no idea what opportunities you're actually missing out on by staying in the same place. And I want to inspire you to follow your freaking intuition. Follow those oohs and ahs and those interests and just those things that come to mind that you're like, ooh, that would be so cool. Like, imagine if I did own a jewelry line. Like, how cool would that be? Or imagine if I actually did go try out for the dance team, or whatever it is in your life that you've been waiting on and thinking about but not pursuing. I want you to just put one foot in front of the other. I want you to just take a freaking baby step, okay? Just do one thing that can progress towards that goal today. Every single time that you listen to your intuition and you take action, you are going to be rewarded, because you are following what internally is correct for you. Because what's correct for everybody else out there is not for you, babe. That's for them. If they're going to have opinions on what you're doing, it's not their life. So the decisions that you're making aren't going to make an impact on them. The decisions that you're making are going to make an impact on you. So instead of allowing all of the opinions of everybody around you to keep you small, to not make you progress, and to stay in the same place, you get to decide, I have the choice of doing whatever I would like in this lifetime. And the one thing that I can give you advice on is follow what is best for you. Stop following what is best for them. Follow what's best for you, and the magic will follow through. So when I was thinking about just taking action and pursuing the things that actually are on your heart, this one specific law came to mind, and it's actually Newton's law. It's Newton's law of inertia, or the first law of motion. So it says, objects at rest stay at rest. Objects in motion stay in motion with the same speed unless acted upon by an unbalanced force, okay? So when I heard this, I just thought about all of the unbalanced forces that could get into the way. And this is where you need to make sure to remove the unbalanced forces in your life. All of the things that are taking you off track, all of the things that are distracting you, all of the opinions that really don't matter, and every single person that wants to see you fail, I want you to stop listening to their opinions. I want you to remove yourself from those situations. I want you to stop allowing yourself to get wrapped up into this 3D world and take a leap. Take a bet on you, on your future, because Your future is so freaking bright. You are so magical. And I need you to start believing that, because you're going to go throughout your entire life doubting yourself and worrying yourself into a hole that's going to be causing you anxiety and stress and overwhelm. And that's just because you're living out of alignment. And when you start to live in alignment with what your soul purpose is and what your intuition is telling you, everything in your life starts to go the right way. And it is beautiful watching it all unfold. I think that one of the biggest pivots that I made in my life was deciding that I no longer wanted to stick with the company that I made 6 figures with, that I crushed it with, that I earned a Cadillac with, and all these things. I wanted to go the direction that my soul was pulling me towards. My soul was pulling me towards helping people on a greater level and helping more people with any business that they had, and helping people specifically with their personal life. And this decision was so scary for me, if I'm being real. Like, this was something that I had been kind of thinking of, but then I would shove it to the back of my head because I would be like, do not think about that. That is not going to turn out the way that you want it to be. You need to stick with what you've been doing. You need to stick with where you're at because you've seen success in it. You're going to see success again. Like, stay in this place. And every single thing that was leading to me staying in the same place was all based on fear. It was based on fear of, oh my gosh, well, what if the thing that I do doesn't succeed? What if my coaching business doesn't go anywhere? And what if I never get to the place that I actually want to go? And I kept allowing those thoughts to keep me in the same place. And when I kept getting signs of like, hey, maybe this isn't right for you, or hey, you don't really agree with this, or hey, wait, there's actually other things out there, I kept just shutting down those little nudges. And if I would have listened to the nudges sooner, if I would have trusted what my intuition was saying sooner, I would have been in an even greater place sooner, okay? And this I just share because I want you to realize that, like, it's all choices. Like, this life is freaking incredible. It's beautiful and it's so magical. But at the end of the day, you have free will and you have the choice to do what you are doing in your life. And if you are going to choose to stay on a path that is continuously hard for you and that you're not even living for yourself, let's say you're living for your parents, let's say you're in school right now and you're continuously going to school because your parents really want you to be successful in a specific field or whatever, and in your soul you know, like, this is just not for me, I don't want to do this, but you continuously go down that path. It's like you're trying to go upstream when you could just be going with the flow. You could be going with the stream. You could be swimming with the stream with all the beautiful other fish, but instead you want to like pass them, go towards them, run into them head first, and just keep going through all these obstacles, when really these obstacles are just a redirection for you to get on the right path. It is just a detour to the right path. And I encourage you to take some space, take some time to see, and is everything in my life aligned right now? Do I feel good with where I'm headed? Do I feel good with what I'm doing in this world? Does my career feel fulfilling? Does my friendships feel supportive? Does my relationship feel fulfilling? Do all of these things line up right now? And if any of those things are out of line, this is your sign to take action. That's it. All it takes is for you to make one little decision, for you to decide, all right, I'm going to take control of this. I am no longer allowing these things to take control of me, because you have control. You have the ability to create the life that you dream of. You have the ability to create something out of nothing. If you look around right now, I love doing this. I was just thinking about this today. If you look around right now, you look at all the buildings, you look at all the cars, you look at all the businesses, you look at all the social media accounts that have grown to 1 million followers, or you look around, you will see evidence of success. You will see evidence of people making millions of dollars. You will see examples of people following their dreams and making something beautiful out of it. But they all had to make decisions. They all had to decide, I'm not going to follow the status quo. I'm not going to follow what all these other people are saying for me. I'm going to follow what feels right in my heart, what lights me up. and what gets me excited on a daily basis to show up. Instead of allowing your logical side of your brain to come in and to tell you all of the reasons that these things are going to fail, follow that gut feeling of, I know this is right, and start taking action. The best thing that you could do right now is just write out a list of like, what does the step-by-step process look like? I know that a lot of times when we feel like we need to make these big life decisions or these big changes, we get really overwhelmed by like, oh my gosh, this is going to be like a really big, hard thing for me to do. How am I going to do this? How am I going to move forward? How am I going to get out of this situation? But all it takes is for you to put one foot in front of the other, break down the whole plan into step-by-step pieces, and start with step one. That's it. And I promise, if you just start there, you will start to get into motion. You will start to pick up speed, and you will stay in motion. And that is such a great place to be. I feel like I have been in motion, and I can't tell you how freaking happy I am right now. I don't even need to tell you guys because you guys know it. I know you guys like see just where I'm at in my life right now. And I'm really, really happy. And it's because I've followed what is best for me. And I've had to hit rock bottom moments, baby. I have had to face some really tough things, some big challenges, like not being able to pay my bills, like having to move into Tyler's because I couldn't pay my bills, having to leave companies that I once saw myself becoming a millionaire in. I've had to leave friends that weren't serving me. I've had to leave jobs that weren't allowing me to progress. I have done a lot of the things that you might be thinking about right now. And if I can give you any support right now, all I can say is just follow what your heart is telling you. Follow your intuition. And when your head comes in and starts to freak you out, tell your brain, I'm following this for me. And show up and live the life that you were destined to live. If you do this, I will be so proud of you. I will be so proud of you for just listening. I will be so proud of you for deciding that you're going to listen to yourself and not to others, except for me. You guys are like definitely listening to me as I'm telling you, this is what you need to do with your life. But really though, like I just want you to realize that things are not really as scary as they seem. Our minds always want to make them out to be these big, big things. And really everybody around us has already done it. Everybody has gone through divorces. Everyone has dealt with horrible backstabbing friends. Like we've all gone through our own handful of challenges. And it just takes you putting one step in front of the other to make a big difference in your life. So I hope that you go take action. I hope that you decide to go make the decision that you've been waiting on, that you've been thinking about, or you at least go take some time to get clear on what you need to, because you need to move with clarity for sure. Okay. I hope this was useful. Again, please, if you guys have any recommendations or questions or you want advice on anything in particular, I am here. I want to be kind of like your big sis. Like I'm just the girl that you guys can come to and ask questions and be like, Sav's going to have my back on this, because I do. I love being that girl for you. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. And this weekend, actually, I am headed out tomorrow to go film a podcast in Arizona. I was invited to come be on this podcast called Young Boss, and I'm so pumped. I'm sharing all about my story, all about entrepreneurship, all about personal development, mommy, life, all of the things. And I'm just so excited. This is something that I've literally journaled about, like me traveling to other states to speak on platforms, to continuously to share my message, and it being a reality literally this weekend is so freaking cool. And I'm just so excited for it. I cannot wait. I can't wait. I'm so excited for all the things that are coming. And I can't wait to be seeing all of your guys' success too, because I know how amazing each of you are. And I love seeing all of it unfold. So I appreciate you. Thank you so much for listening. This is your sign, babe. And I will see you guys next Monday.